What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Hey, I want to go ahead and thank everybody who's been tuning in, everybody who's been peeping all the vlogs, and really just coming through and showing a lot of love, man. We got more photo battles coming. I know it's a series you all like to see. We got those coming through. We got more photo shoots coming. Got some skits coming, some videos coming. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. But today's vlog is story time. So story time, and today is kind of like a tip and a story time section. So I wanted to talk today about bringing the right people to a photo shoot. Now, throughout everything that's been happening over the past years in photography, especially here in the city of Atlanta, we've had a lot of incidents where men have tried to solicit extra activities from some of the models, or solicit unwanted or give unwanted approaches to models, and that's just a big no-no. Of course, you know, we work in an industry where there's a lot of beautiful people. There's a lot of people who, you know, who may at sometimes be attracted to you as a photographer, but you have to remember that this is a professional environment. Now, back to the main topic, or the main point of the story time today. The main point is, I had an incident back when I was starting out earlier on, and nobody told me this, but I was really big on not having the model bring anybody, which is not safe. As I've grown as a photographer, I would tell you straight up, bring somebody so that you can feel safe, I can feel safe, because I don't know you, you don't know me, and we just want to keep everybody safe. Alright, yeah, so like I said, we want to keep people safe, and the story goes, I was doing a swimsuit shoot with the model, and she decided that she wanted to bring a boyfriend. I told her it was cool, because again, I want you to feel comfortable. I don't want you to feel like I'm forcing you into a situation you don't want to be in. As a model, you gotta want to be comfortable, and you gotta bring somebody for your protection, which is fine. But you want to bring the right person, you know what I'm saying? And that leads me to tip number one, bringing the right person, because you don't want people who are going to make unwanted comments during the shoot, or you don't want somebody who's going to interrupt the flow of the shoot, especially if it's your first time shooting with the model. You don't want somebody who's going to throw off the shoot by saying something like, oh, I had a better photographer last week, or oh, you know, I don't think that's a good angle, or girl, I don't know, he's staring too long. You know, those type of comments could really throw the flow off, and you want to avoid that. So you want to bring somebody who can be there for the main purpose, for the purpose of your protection. You want to keep that going. All right. All right, and so yeah, you want to keep that going. You want to make sure that you have somebody there for your protection, but you also want to make sure it's somebody who's not going to interrupt the flow of the shoot. Now, one other tip that I want to get into is that you also want somebody who is going to be an assistant. So they're there to like maybe check your angles, because maybe it's something I'm missing, like I'm just going through my sight line, what I think is the best angles, and maybe they know you a little bit better, and they can give you, you know, give me insight and give you insight, you know, making sure that your hair is nice, making sure that, you know, you don't have an eyelash coming off, any of those things can really be helpful and won't hinder the shoot. Now to the story, you know, I was there, we were doing a swimsuit shoot, and I wanted to position her kind of laying down on the pool, one hand like resting and the other hand to her side. And for whatever reason, she really didn't understand what I was saying. And maybe, again, through my experience, I've gotten better with explaining how I want people to position. But she just really wasn't getting it. Now this leads to the third point. And the third point is never touch them all. Never touch somebody unwantedly. Never just go and reach for somebody. Always ask for permission. So that's exactly what I did. I said, hey, you're still not getting the pose right. Can I position you to the right pose? I just want to position you so that you can have the right pose for this. And she's like, yeah, that's fine, do whatever. But little did I know, I didn't know this. Little did I know that her boyfriend was going to flip his shit. He was going to lose it. Immediately as I went to touch her, hey man, hey, hell you doing touching my girl like that? I'm like, I'm just trying to position her so I can get the shot I want. I mean, don't be touching my girl like that. She don't need you touching on her. That's my job. Friend, nobody said it wasn't your job. Okay? Nobody said that. I'm here trying to get a shot. And so as a new photographer, that's kind of daunting because one, you don't know who you're talking to when you come at somebody like that. Not saying that I advocate any type of violence or anything like that, but nobody's a pushover, and we're all adults. We're all trying to create art, and nobody wants to create art in a stressful situation. So, point number 4. Sorry about that. Point number 4 is making sure that the idea of the shoot and the concept of the shoot is communicated to all channels. So maybe the model shoots implied nudity. The person she's bringing may not know that, or they may know it, but they may not have experienced it firsthand. And that's different. It's the difference between knowing and then experiencing something. And so they may react to it differently in person than they would if they just see it after the fact. So that's something that you want to keep in mind as a photographer. Just say, hey, to the model, hey, have you told the person you're bringing what we're shooting? Have you let them know what we're shooting, where we're shooting at, how long we're going to be shooting for? Because you don't want people who they bring to start getting annoyed by the length of the shoot because they don't know, and therefore start complaining about that, because that can also throw the flow off. So you just want to remember these points. Hey, bring the right person. 2, make sure the person is going to be an assistant, not a hindrance. 3, make sure that they know the concept that you're shooting, and also 4, that they know where you're shooting, where you're going to be shooting at, and how long you're going to be shooting, because those things are very important. And I just want to help new photographers and even existing photographers to avoid some of the pitfalls that a lot of people fall into, and just avoid miscommunication and weird, unwanted situations. Because as a male, and especially in my point as a black male, that we as photographers, we have to be extra careful. So I want to make sure that everybody understands the severity of this. And it's not anything that's going to take away from the shoot. Actually, going the extra step to make sure these things are conveyed properly are going to do anything but help the shoot and help you all get the images that you want. And I'm hoping that this little short story time helps convey that to you all, and you all be able to stay safe throughout COVID and just in general. Also, too, you want to limit. And this is the last point. You just want to limit the amount of people that you bring on a shoot because of COVID, and make sure that the people who aren't shooting, that they have a mask up, just to keep everybody safe, especially when you're shooting in a more public environment. Here I'm at Mason Mill Park. There's a healthy amount of people, but it's enough room for us to socially distance here if I was to shoot here. But in spaces where you shoot, more public spaces, like in the city, Pond City Market, for example, Little 5 Points, things of that nature, you want to make sure that they are masked up and that everybody's just staying socially distanced. That's just something we want to keep up. But yeah, I thank you guys for viewing. Make sure you go, you like, subscribe, comment, do all the things that matter. I appreciate all the views. We're just going up, headed to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully, we got a giveaway coming in November. Be on the lookout for that. Please be on the watch for that. And yeah, man, I can't wait to see you guys in the next vlog, the next story time, next video. Peace.